This is the window he punched in after not being able to continue to punch me. Here's some witnesses. Hey, did that guy just ask my name and then start assaulting me?
Yeah, he said, hey, are you Jeremy Hambley? And you said, yeah, and he goes, fuck you, and reached over and started punching you in the head.
Anybody care to disagree?
For those of you who might not be aware, Jeremy of TheQuartering was attacked last night at a bar. Now, I only saw details of this just before I went to bed, but since then I've been able to piece together some more details. Some of this will be what actually happened, and some of it is unconfirmed speculation on my part. Now, from what I understand, Jeremy was hanging with some fans and/or friends at the Tin Roof in Indianapolis. He was there to attend Gencon, a local Magic the Gathering convention. While at the bar, a pass holder approached Jeremy while he wasn't looking and asked if that was his name. Jeremy, of course, said yes, and this guy proceeded to wail on him from behind. Now, who the fuck fights like that?
If I ever kill you, you'll be awake. You'll be facing me, and you'll be armed.
Okay, jokes aside, what does this mean? If you ask me, the Magic community has been infected by the more militant members of the hard left. Now, this guy showed up, badge around his neck, most likely knowing that Jeremy was going to be in the area, and proceeded to sock him in the back of the head. And all over what? Criticisms on his hobby? Exposing registered sex offenders on the Magic staff, which were overseeing kids' games, mind you, or calling out cosplayers crying over criticism? What a justification for a fucking knuckle sandwich. What does this idiot think socking a man will do for his own opinions? He who throws the first punch never appears the honorable man. Oh, the SJW is strong with this one, and it's clear to see that they're getting drastic with their activism. If you see someone you disagree with offline, have a fucking dialectic. I mean, for fuck's sake, violence only solves issues brought about by violence. And if the methodology of social justice is tolerance through force, I want no part of it. Justice behind the barrel of a gun or the bloody knuckles of a fist is no different from unbridled authority. Now, we can argue whether or not what Jeremy's done in the past has been justifiable, that's fine, but no man deserves a fist simply for his opinions over a fucking card game. I thought it was wrong for Magic to blacklist him before, but having random people come up to you and attack you on the street, that's entirely different. Violence is the only global problem solver in the grand context of something like a world war. In a man-to-man scuffle, a punch in the eye is about as persuasive as a character attack in a debate. Everyone knows that you're wrong when you do that, and especially when you throw the first punch. Now, my dad told me when I was a kid, never start a fight. But if you get into one, you have two options. Break away or finish it.
Put yourself in my shoes. Look at this shirt. Fucking ripped my shirt. Wait, hold on. Ripped all the buttons off my shirt. Fucking... My arm is bleeding from... Here, let me put it this way. Can you see that? That's just from me trying to pull away from this guy. 3 people were trying to pull him off of me. This guy wanted to fucking kill me.
Thankfully, the injuries weren't too serious, at least as far as I can tell. A couple of bruises, a torn shirt, no hospital trip. But as I understand it, and please do correct me in the comments if I get this wrong, the bar was trying to prevent Jeremy from calling the cops, which strikes me as awfully shady. If an altercation occurs at your establishment, why wouldn't you want the cops to come in and resolve it? And to make matters even juicier, Gencon has been quashing any questions about the incident. At least that seemed to be the case on their Twitch channel with a very, very lengthy ban list. Now, I know Gencon probably isn't in any position to comment on the situation given that it occurred off of con grounds. But a simple no comment would have gone a lot farther than banning people who inquire about it. In my opinion, what Gencon should do at the very least is revoke the guy's badge. Otherwise, you've got this unhinged lunatic wandering around a convention, and you don't want that. You really don't want that. Now, for the sake of avoiding giving this guy publicity, I'm not going to show his face, I'm not going to mention his name. I'd feel better if I didn't do that, but all that needs to be known is Jeremy knows who this guy is, and that has been relayed to the police thanks to the power of weaponized autism. I want the cops to do their job, Jeremy wants the cops to do their job, and really the last thing we need is to start some sort of a Twitter war over it. As of tonight, and I've been watching the late night live stream from TheQuartering while I do this, Jeremy does intend to press charges and prosecute this cowardly son of a bitch to the fullest extent of the law. First degree assault sounds about right, huh? I mean, the fact that he asked for Jeremy's name before throwing the first punch shows plenty of intent, if you ask me. I'm no legal expert, but I can read people well enough. I know Jeremy's trying not to make a big deal out of this, but I'll probably be following details on this as it unfolds. If you hear anything, or if I hear any additional details from Jeremy, and only Jeremy, then you can expect to see some more videos on this in the future. Now, Jeremy, my dude, if you see this, hang in there. I wouldn't wish a stray assault on anyone, friend or foe, and your fan base has your back, myself included. If you're ever out for PAX West one of these years, hit me up and I'll have a microbrew waiting for you. Anyway, guys, that's all from me on this one. Not the best video, I know, but I wanted to keep things short and simple. I'll see you guys on the next one. Buck out.